Hello everyone. Alright, so there are a few ways to access the terminal. If you already have it on your dock, you can click on it and it opens up a terminal. I'm going to close it. Another way to access the terminal is by going to Finder, go into your applications, looking for a folder called Utilities, and inside Utilities, double clicking on Terminal. Going to close it. Another way is by using your quick launcher. And so I'm going to hit F4 on my Mac, and then you can type terminal or look for it and then click it and it opens up a terminal. Or I could also do command space to open up Spotlight search, and as you can see I was searching for it before. You can type in terminal and then you can double click this to open up a terminal. Okay, so this is how it looks by default. May look different on yours, but you can change how it looks. The font is a bit too small for me. I normally like a black background, so I can change all that. To do that, you click on Terminal here and go to Preferences. And this is the basic style or profile. So there are a bunch of profiles here, and this is the default. You can double click on the picture here to kind of get a preview for some of these profiles. So I can double click on grass, for example, and it opens up a terminal on its own to show me how things look. You can tap around to see if you like it. You can test a few more. So if you like, let's say ocean, you could double click on this picture, not the text, the picture, and it opens up how it looks like. I kind of like Pro. One thing I don't like about it though is its opacity or its transparency. So I like everything about it except the opacity and a few other things. So what I can do is I can make a copy of this Pro, call it something that's mine, and then make changes for the copied version. So in order to do that, make sure Pro is selected. Go to this drop down, Settings, select Duplicate Profile, and I'm going to call this K. Hit Enter. So here's K selected. These are the settings for K. I'm going to close this terminal. Double click on the picture again just to kind of see what it looks like. And a few things I want to change. Let's start with the font. So on the font over here, make sure K is selected. It's set to Monaco, that's the font type, and 10. I want to change it to about 14. I think 14 is good. That's what I've been using for the other tutorials. You won't close this. You won't see you may or may not see the difference right away. You have to close the terminal and launch it again to see it. But I want to change a few other things. The opacity is still there. So on the background, I'm going to select this color here, and I see opacity is 85%. I'm going to push it all the way up to 100%. That actually took effect right away. But I also changed the font, so I want to see that. In order to see all that, you could before that you want to make sure this style is your default, because right now this one here, you can see it says default here. You want to make sure this one here is your default, and you select that and click on default here to make it your default. Now I can go ahead and close this. Use one of the ways to launch a terminal again. So I'm going to open up Spotlight search terminal, hit it up, and notice that I have the Pro style with no opacity and my font has changed to 14. So this is good. I like it. I think we're going to stick with this for now. If I don't like it, I can change it again. That's the beauty of it. And so that's how to find your terminal and change your preferences. Thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourselves. If you have any questions, let me know. And I'll see you next time with the next video. All right then. Bye-bye.